Right, hello YouTube. This is probably my first video on this. But over Christmas, I asked my mother for my Christmas present to get me the Harry Potter book set. I've got the hardened book covers. I am a Harry Potter fan. Currently reading The Philosopher's Stone. I am a Harry Potter fan. I've got the games on PC. I want the one on PS2, but it's like £50 at the moment. I need to get that. And I've got the DVDs box set. I did have them for VHS, but as usual, your mother tidies and gives stuff away for free, so they're gone. But anyway, I've decided to read the books. I haven't read the books. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Never read them. I think I read the first chapter back in primary school. I think it was primary school. When did these come out? Have a look. I don't actually know the date they come out. No. 1997. So it's drawn out that time. Anyway, I decided to get this bloody dust jacket off. I was doing this creaking. Nice binding. I normally read it without the dust jacket off. Kind of does your head in. Anyway, I'm going to do these video series. I'm on chapter 1 at the moment. I'm going to go chapter by chapter and see how the chapter is compared to the movies and see if I like it or anything like that. So recently, I've read chapter 1, which was The Boy Who Lived. And I've got some points to talk about it. Goes from page 1 all to 18 for the Vanishing Glass. So let's talk about it. I never knew Harry's uncle, Mr. Dursley, had a job in drills. I didn't even know he was the director, or the company was called Grunnings. I don't think that was in their movie at all. It might have, like a letter or something like that, but I don't think I've actually seen the talk about it. I don't know. There we go. And then, yeah, obviously Miss Dursley, her name, Aunt Petrina, as it isn't mentioned for a couple of pages, it's called Mr. and Mrs. Dursley. Anyway, it's a bit stupid. Didn't mind it. As I talked about his normal life before they got Harry, which wasn't in the movies, which was kind of weird they got rid of that. I think in a way they could have left it out and it wouldn't affect the story in the movies. But they don't show how open the wizards were after when Voldemort got defeated. Because when he was on his way to his work, he said that they seen weird people in the streets, and then they called in cloaks in different colours and stuff like that. So it could have been nice to have that into the movie. And also, if I remember correctly in the movie, we didn't see Professor McGonagall. Because when he was on the way to his work, he seen the tabby cat, reading a map. Then he had to do a double take. And then thought he was seeing something. Then he seen it read the street name. So that's a bit. It would have been nice to have that into it, like a little bit of a story before it kicked off. Because the first thing that happened in the movie was they went straight into Hagrid. Well, Dumbledore, McGonagall, and Hagrid coming to deliver Harry, but it was like around about maybe 3 pages or maybe 4 pages before that even happened. So it would have been nice to have some of that in the movie. They didn't even talk about, because of that, they missed out the owls acting strangely, going up and down the country, and then they're saying a lot of shooting stars, which is obviously magic. And then they talked about baby Dudley. Dudley. I can't even get his name right most of the time. Baby Dudley. We didn't even see him, which I'd like to see. Fat little potato. And then in the book, you can tell that the weatherman, or the news anchor, was a wizard, because he gave the TV a bit of a smirk, going, "Oh, what's going on with these owls?" Kind of gives you like oh, he must be a wizard or something, or someone in that area. And then the movie starts after when Uncle Vernon goes to bed. So then I didn't know if it was called the put-outer device. I didn't know it was called. I thought it was called something different in the. Oh, when does he get it? Is it Deathly Hallows? Yeah, Ron gets it in the Deathly Hallows. I don't know, Illuminator or Illuminator or something. I can't remember. I'll have to have a look, see what it was called. But then it was a little bit different in the scenes between the movie and the book, as McGonagall was sitting on the Dursley's front garden wall, which on the movie she was just sat outside the park, which Dumbledore appeared from. They didn't talk about much about the parties that happen up and down the country, which they could have left out anyway, because they didn't show the beginning of the movie. Well, the normal life of the Dursleys, so didn't affect it too much. And it left out quite a bit of back and forth between McGonagall and Dumbledore before Hagrid showed up. Like, for example, Albus said that Voldemort had powers he will never have, which I don't know why they got rid of them. They missed it out in the movie, because it just shows how strong Voldemort was and how much of a threat he was from the beginning. So then you know how strong he is from the get-go, instead of waiting. Like, I can't. I think it might be in the second one when you find out that he's supposed to be quite powerful. Was it I can't remember. I'll have to watch the movies again, to be honest. It's been quite some time since I've watched them. It's like in the movie, like it was 30 to 20 seconds or something like that from the beginning until Hagrid showed up to hand over Potter, well, Harry. It was quite quick. Didn't remember it being that long. Because I remember when these movies first came out, I was a kid. I basically was like the same age as them. Maybe they were a year or something older than me. So I basically grew up with them. And I don't remember it being that quick. So anyway, the overall for the first chapter was quite solid. Solid start. Had the right amount of information which was needed in each of the scenes, like going to work, talking to his wife when he gets home about Harry, about the Potters. The conversation between McGonagall and Dumbledore, then the conversation between Dumbledore and Hagrid was actually quite good. So I think I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10 for the first chapter. So I'll probably carry on reading it. And I might make one every time I finish a chapter. I might make one of these little videos to talk about it. Probably not want to watch it though, but to see how far I get. Probably a good start to the book, as normally starting a book is a lot harder than carrying it or making a flow. So starting a book is good. Making sure it's a good solid chapter for the first bit is the hardest bit to do. So looks like JK did a good job on this one. And since it's multiple books in the series, you should be getting better. So maybe see you in chapter 2. Ciao.